Hey y'all, I just thought you might want to see what I've been up to with on my Featherweight project. I know I told you last time I talked to you there was an inventory of things that I knew I needed to get for my machine, and one of them was a motor. And so I got that. The motor came shipped in this little box right here. So I wish I would have kind of done this on video, but I just kind of did it spur of the moment. So I took the motor apart. It's all the way apart except for there's two wire leads right here that I'm gonna have to unsolder, and that's where the brushes go in and make contact. So I'm gonna take that and I'll unsolder that. Then I'll start prepping each side of the motor case to be painted. So this is what was inside of it. Here's the commutator, and there's washer on one side. This is the small side, the short side, or small side as I call it. There's two little washers right there. I don't know if you can see them. And then I've got a couple of washers on this side. And I took really good pictures of this while I was taking it off. And I'll clean this up. I'll clean up the copper here. This is the metal band that holds the two sides of the motor together. It doesn't really hold it together, it's just kind of, guess, a coupler, you could say. This is the -3 motor. It's a 110 volt, 0.4 amp, made in Elizabethport, New Jersey. This is a little bit newer motor than what my machine would have originally came with, but that's probably a good thing. These are the two screws that went through the housing to connect the other side of the housing. And then I bagged up my small parts. And there's your little pulley. It's got a little tiny set screw. It was not bad to take out. I just screwed it back in there so I wouldn't lose it. Here's my motor brushes. They look pretty good. I'm gonna reuse them. They're still, I think, plenty long enough. And these old Singer brushes, I've heard, are better than any new brushes you can get now. So I'll use them a bit longer. See, I've got my two Bakelite caps for the motor brushes to close those areas up. Screw and washer. This screws it actually into the back of the machine. And then this is this little insulation piece that goes over my wiring to the motor here. And there's my little rubber grommet that I popped out of here. But this insulation slid on down over here and was like somewhere in like that. So I'll keep it unless I decide to do some little shrink wrap wire protector. We'll see what happens when I put it back together. But I've had a sick fur baby, so I apologize for not keeping people up to date with what I've been doing on my sewing machines, but I really haven't had the time to dedicate to the sewing machines. But I wanted you all to see this motor before, as I took it apart, and what the pieces look like, and just talk to you a little bit about where I am in my Featherweight project. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video and have a blessed day, and I'll get back with you soon.